We get a flashback when Wade warns Jeremy to keep away from Megan or else something bad might happen to him. Wade shows Megan the proof and goes to the mercenary bar to collect his money. He starts a bar fight to win a wager but no one wins. Vanessa hits on Wade and they hit it off when talking about their past. He pays for 40 minutes of her time and takes her to the arcade for some fun instead of bedroom fun. When his time is up he buys 3 more minutes which turns into a lovemaking session. They enjoy sex every holiday together and on Christmas Wade proposes. She accepts, and right before they get into it Wade passes out. Wade finds out he has late-stage cancer and Vanessa thinks about what they need to do next. Wade is packing up and goes to Weiss to get a drink. Weiss tells Wade someone is looking for him so Wade meets with the guy. The recruiter wants to cure Wade and give him abilities because the world needs extraordinary soldiers. Wade leaves after hearing him out and thinks about when he gets home. He packs his things and decides to leave Vanessa to contact the recruiter. Wade is strapped to a stretcher and makes snarky comments when being strapped down. Francis explains to Wade what this facility does and once he walks away Angel punches Wade out for his comments. They torture Wade so the mutant gene can activate and if it doesn't activate, they are going to increase the torture. Francis is annoyed Wade found out his real name and how he won't shut up. So Francis puts Wade in a chamber where he will be suffocating for air. Francis tells him this facility is for creating super slaves, ready to be sold off to the highest bidder and they will listen to their masters. Wade is left there to suffer through the weekend and that causes him to have a skin problem. When they return Wade gets his mutant ability which is healing himself so he won't die from cancer. Angel tightens the restraints and Wade headbutts her. Francis stops Angel from attacking Wade and starts the machine again. Wade starts a fire with the match he took from Angel when headbutting her. He blows up the machine and attacks Francis when he is extinguishing the fire. Francis starts winning the battle when he tells Wade only he can fix him. He impales Wade and twists the pole so he can't escape. The building collapses and once everything is burnt down, Wade gets up. Wade wants to meet with Vanessa but decides not to because of people's judgment. He visits Weiss and they think of a plan to go after Francis. Then they thought of a name to call Wade and he came up with Deadpool. He makes his costume and starts going after everyone associated with Francis. After the mission his costume is stained and Blind Al suggests making the costume red. He goes on a mission and upgrades his costume to the most current form. Deadpool goes on a killing spree and he tortures one with a Zamboni. He finds Jared and catches him to find out where Francis is. The next day he calls a taxi to go to his destination. Our boy Deadpool is feeling alone at the back of the taxi so he climbs to the front to chat with Dopinder. Geeta would have been Dopinder's wife but his cousin stole her away from him. Deadpool gives him advice to take charge of getting Geeta back. He wants revenge because of what they did to his face. When he looked back he realized he forgot his ammo bag so he'll make do with 12 bullets. When they arrive, he gets Dopinder to stop the car and waits for Francis. On the other side, Francis is waiting for his customer to conduct a black market deal. Due to delays, Francis threatens the buyer to wait for next month's shipment. The buyer is pissed but there is nothing he can do about it. Deadpool sees Francis' fleet coming so he drops in and starts beating everyone in the car. Someone pulls up to shoot the car and Deadpool kicks one of the goons out to knock over the motorcyclist. They continue to fight in the car until another car pulls up. Deadpool flips the car annihilating a bunch of people who were inside. On the news, Colossus sees Deadpool causing problems again and calls Negasonic to assist him on the mission. He's annoyed Deadpool doesn't want to join the X-Men and they set out in the jet. Deadpool pops his head out and the goons start shooting at him. The goons shoot at Deadpool when he is talking to them so he has no choice but to fight back. He swiftly takes out 2 of them, until a motorcyclist goes by shooting him. Deadpool is pissed and wastes 3 shots on him but the motorcyclist gets away. He gets an easy kill when the guy doesn't notice him and he runs up to the other goons. Another one died because he was out of ammo. Deadpool ends 2 more when he shoots the grenade. He gets shot when celebrating too early but ends the guy when he is walking towards him. 3 guys lined up when approaching Deadpool and he easily got a triple kill. Once he's finished with the goons he happily looks for Francis but Francis isn't in the car. The last guy doesn't die from the triple kill and rushes Deadpool with knives but Deadpool impels him with his sword. Deadpool wonders where Francis might be until he sees Francis trying to escape. Deadpool throws his sword and it hits the wheel causing Francis to fall off the motorcycle. He starts beating Francis in many different ways and stabs him to keep him in place. Francis discovers Deadpool is Wade but Francis can't fix his face. Colossus throws Deadpool away and Colossus roasts Deadpool for misusing his powers while Deadpool makes amazing comebacks. He tries to recruit Deadpool while Francis makes his escape. By the time they notice Francis is gone and Deadpool starts attacking Colossus but every time he attacks him Deadpool breaks some bones. Colossus is done with his shit so he slaps Deadpool away and takes him back with them. Deadpool cuts his hand off and gets away from them. The garbage man brings Deadpool home and he lays there while Al gives him a therapy session. Al wants Deadpool to tell Vanessa but Deadpool doesn't think Vanessa would still love him because of his face. Francis returns to his hideout to get patched up and wants to kill Deadpool on their terms. They go to the bar to question Weiss but when Angel holds up Weiss, everyone aims at them. Once they got what they came for, they left. Weez tells Deadpool and they go to the gentleman's club to find Vanessa. Deadpool finds Vanessa and pussies out when he sees her. Vanessa is called outside assuming it's Wade, but Francis appears from the shadows and Angel knocks her out to kidnap her. When Wade hypes himself up to talk with Vanessa and finds out she has been kidnapped, he starts raging until he gets a message from Francis to meet up at the scrapyard. They start packing all the guns, and Weez sends him off. Wade goes to Xavier's place to get Colossus to help him and Negasonic Teenage Warhead to help him get Vanessa back, and Deadpool will consider joining the X-Men. At the scrapyard, they bind Vanessa down to tell her Wade is alive and he is messing with their business. On Deadpool's side, they are on the way to the scrapyard but hear someone in the trunk. It was Dopinder's love rival Bunlu and he was ready to off the guy. Deadpool tells him not to do it because Colossus is there but quietly approves his actions and tells him to do it when they arrive at the scrapyard. Dopinder leaves and when walking to the scrapyard, Negasonic notices Deadpool forgot his duffel bag in the car. He can't reach Dopinder so he plans to use his swords with maximum effort. Mercenaries start aiming at them while Angel does a superhero landing. Angel punches Colossus away so Negasonic tackles Angel away. The mercenaries start shooting at them until Deadpool waves the white flag to tell them to stand down or he's going to kill them. They shoot at Deadpool so he goes on a killing spree with some Call of Duty trash talking. Negasonic saw incoming enemies so she smashed them with a truck. Deadpool notices Bob so he doesn't kill him but he still knocks him out and drags him to a safe place. Deadpool gets Francis' attention with the dead bodies and they shoot at Deadpool. Negasonic uses her powers to blast Deadpool onto the ship's deck while taking out a couple of mercenaries. Francis turns on the machine and Vanessa starts gasping for air, which pisses off Deadpool. The battle seems to be an even match and Deadpool throws his sword at the machine so Vanessa can breathe. Deadpool starts getting wrecked but his healing powers let him continue. He traps Francis in place but gets kicked away, letting Francis break free. They start hand-to-hand combat while Vanessa tries to free herself. Francis is a baby and pulls out a knife to fight. He stabs Deadpool in the head and starts wailing on him. Vanessa gets out of the machine and stabs Francis in the back. Deadpool starts hallucinating and Francis throws her away, giving Deadpool a chance to remove the knife from his head. Angel and Colossus fight on the side but it feels like they are nerfing Colossus at the start. He is not taking much damage with his sturdy metal skin and is making a comeback until she exposes some skin. Angel takes the opportunity to land a low blow and strangles him after. Negasonic uses her powers to cause an explosion which frees Colossus from Angel and causes the ship to be destabilized. Francis is knocked off the ship from the container and Deadpool puts Vanessa into the machine to keep her safe. Deadpool throws Vanessa further so the debris won't fall on her. Colossus runs away while carrying the other two to a safe place. Francis attacked Deadpool from behind when he was waving to them. Deadpool starts beating Francis and demands him to fix his face but he finds out there isn't a cure. Right before Deadpool kills Francis, Colossus tries to stop him from doing so. Deadpool decides to shoot Francis and freaks out because he doesn't know what to say to Vanessa. She starts beating Deadpool and he apologizes for not showing up because of his face. Vanessa takes off his mask and is surprised but she can work with it. Deadpool tells Colossus and Negasonic to leave and then they start making out. Well, that's it for Deadpool. If you got up to this far and want to watch more recaps, here are some options on the side or part 2 whenever it's out. Also don't forget to like and subscribe and thanks for watching.